All right, we just finished Chipotle. We're heading to the West Craig Supercharger. Their V3 Superchargers, 250 kilowatts. I did send the preconditioning from my phone once I started eating about 15 minutes ago. That way you can start preconditioning. And I feel like I remember back in the day in the app, there used to be a button to precondition prior, but I don't see it anymore. Everything changes so quickly. So we got about a 15-minute drive, 4.8 miles. Let's let FSD beta take us there, and then we will start the supercharging video. I'm gonna actually do that video in the next video, so right after this one will be the supercharging video. I decided to get one more FSD beta drive in. As always, anytime you see the blue line, that means beta's in control. I'll tell you if I give it any accelerator presses, like I'm about to do right now. I haven't done it yet, but it's kind of creeping up slowly. And we got traffic, we need to stop. All right, traffic stopping, we got the green light. I'm gonna give it some accelerator, push us through. Got traffic behind us, come off. Usually what I'll do when I press the accelerator just to push us through, I'll let you know, and I kind of just put it on just for a second and let it off, see if it'll take over. Should arrive at the supercharger with 11%. And we are preconditioning for fast charging. It's a warmer day, almost 70 degrees, so I'm hoping we get more miles than the last one. I think we got like 141 on the last one in 15 minutes, starting from around 2 or 3%. I can't remember. The 45 sign here, but we do have the blinking 25 for crossing. So on this route, we're going to be going straight down, what are we on, Decatur right now, and then coming across Craig Road to the supercharger, which is the West Craig Road. Looks like 8 stalls. Currently they're only 20 cents a kilowatt for peak time, and then 19 after. That's some of the best charging rates in Vegas. All right, beta is on no minimal lane changes, and assertive. It moved us over to the middle lane. We'll go ahead and leave it on no minimal lane changes just to see what beta does. Sometimes it gets so out of control I just turn it off. Traffic is pulling in pretty tight behind us. The way that car pulled up behind us was almost a move how beta would do. Anyhow. So yeah, the West Craig supercharger is pretty new supercharger. And I like how it looks like whenever you pull up the map here, it shows you some pictures, tells you a little bit about the area. 20 stalls, 250 max. It shows 7 cars en route. I wonder if that's us. And 8 stalls available on arrival. Let's see where we're at. We'll leave it on the follow there. It's funny, for about 3:30, this kind of feels like almost like a little bit of rush hour traffic sometimes. A little bit. Although you tell some people traffic in Vegas are like what traffic, right? Currently on the lifetime odometer, we're doing 275 watt hours per mile, which is pretty good. This dropped down recently. 267 on this last trip for 94 miles. Or since last charged. So on the website, I pulled it up again just to double check, but it does say 200 miles in up to 200 miles in 15 minutes. But I really think it's probably the long range Model S that hits those speeds. It's probably, the Model S is probably one of the fastest charging, largest battery pack Teslas there are. The 140, it was a little low. I'm hoping to break that today. If we can break 150 or 160 in 15 minutes, I think that'd be pretty sweet. It's just cruising along here. It's pretty steady in the lane. A little hesitation on and off on the throttle. All right, we got the arrow over, moving over to follow the route. That was pretty good. We were braking pretty hard for that Maxima ahead. I can't wait for V12. I don't know if I'll ever drive again. All right, we're going pretty fast heading up into this intersection. Following that Nissan. No arrow yet. Are we just gonna not arrow and it's okay, arrowed right at the very end. Not too bad on the turn. Considering. I like the rate of speed, but it was a little hesitant. Looks like another 2.3 miles, 2.2 until we got our turn coming up. It's so funny, this Model 3 has a lot of rattles on it. The other, I've probably owned like 4 or 5 other Model 3s, and none of them had as many rattles as this one. Every single Tesla you get into, it drives different, it feels different, it sounds different. It's a weird phenomenon. I remember I had this one performance that was so light on the throttle, like it would just fly when you hit the throttle, so quick of inputs. But that car had this really bad motor whine, so every time you're doing it, it had this really high-pitched motor whine. It had to be one of the fastest performance that I've drove, at least it felt that way. But that motor whine, I had to let it go, I couldn't. All right, let's go ahead and get on the throttle. The car pulled a little bit out, which was fine, it's just beta hesitating. I think here I'd probably get in the middle lane myself as well. We still do have it on minimal lane changes, no minimal lane changes, and assertive. So beta will move lanes as much as it wants. Wow, $3.32 for gas over there if you pump it yourself. That's pretty low. I don't even pay attention to gas prices anymore. It's like the stock market. Like, say you're not invested in the stock market, you don't care when it goes up and down. But if you have to buy stocks, you're definitely paying attention. I'm gonna give it a little throttle. This truck behind me is a little aggravated. Just to push up a little. It almost looks like a sand devil on the top of that mountain over there. All right, beta's moving over. That was a good lane change to speed up. Down to 34 miles, heading to that Supercharger, 11%. So we're going to be close to 10%. I remember that preheating feature too. It was like you could turn it on and just let it preheat for a while, but now you can't even turn it on manually. And that's kind of the way Tesla does it. Is at the end of the day, they want the car to make all the decisions. So you'll see things come and some things go, like different features. The one that I like the best lately is the auto cancel blinker. When it first came out, it was super bad at stopping the blinker on its own. Now it works great. You just turn it on, move lanes, and it almost works every time. It's pretty flawless. Now the rain sensing wipers have taken a regression. Now they used to go off all the time. Now they barely wipe when it's raining. Although with the V12, I feel like we're going to get improvements to the wipers and for the actual smart summon, for the reverse summon to pick you up. I'm excited to test that out as well. No summon currently. Alright, so we're going to go over the freeway and then we have our turn into the Supercharger. And I want to say thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. You guys are awesome. Hit that like button for me. Leave me a comment. I want to start reading comments again, but I just haven't been getting enough comments lately. I guess that happens when you go on hiatus, right? The YouTube algorithm. Oh my goodness, this Tesla was kind of pulling up fast behind me. And we are here at the West Craig Road Supercharger for the 15-minute challenge. Stay tuned for the next video. Probably come out a couple hours after this one. And we will see you on the next one. Have a great day.